Welcome to Story Time. This story is based upon the energy of your astrological sign. As you're all going through different situations in your life, this may or may not be your story. Now, it could have happened years ago, or it may have happened just yesterday. So let's find out who this story belongs to and where it will lead. So, once upon a time, there was a princess and a prince. They met and fell in love. She had never felt such depth of feeling for anyone before. At times, it could be overpowering, so much so that she could feel his presence within her even when he wasn't around. She was convinced that she had at last found her prince and that this was her happily ever after. But then suddenly her partner feels distant, acts different, doesn't talk much anymore, if at all, finds excuses not to do things with her or why he didn't call or call you back. And if you live together, he comes home late from work, and for some nights perhaps he doesn't come home at all. And when he does show up, he keeps to his side of the bed, and you find yourself staring at his back, feeling alone, hurt, and confused, wondering, what happened? Where has the love gone? Was it ever here to begin with? Where is this heading? Let's find out. In this column, we have the now, the present situation. In this column, we have the events leading up to the present. And here, in this column, where this is heading. So I feel that this involves a third party because we have the devil appearing here on this union, you see. And I see we also have the card of disaster, feeling chained to this person, temptation being very strong, and it's like I said previously, you would feel this person's presence even when they're not there. It's that strong. You go through the day-to-day motions, but you fantasize about them. Here, it's like your feet are on the ground, but you're living in this fantasy here, thinking about them. You're not happy with your present situation with the mediator here. This can be an indicator of a message coming to you, some type of communication also from that person. Now, over here, Two of Shields in the reverse. I'm not sure it's not in the camera view, but here it is. Wanting a new opportunity with this person. Here in the upright, we see the loss. Here in the reverse, you're wanting a new opportunity. It is also a card that speaks to that possibility coming around. Okay? Here we have the Eight of Swords. It's like that's all you can think about. This is the Eight of Swords, but you see there's only one sword laying across this bed. The person's head is bandaged, their chest is bandaged, there's help available, but they just don't want to talk about it. Okay? I'm okay. I'm fine. So, what happened here? Dead man walking. This person is walking innocently along a path, unsuspecting of a betrayal. So there had to have been a betrayal. This person betrayed you. Nine of Swords, a lot of anxieties. Three of Love. Three of Love, walking away from a heartbreaking situation, but with this 9, you can't forget them. That's like all you think about, and we saw that in the 8 of Swords, in the overall energies. So you were betrayed by this person, possible soulmate, possibly one that was not available to you then. It was a relationship that was really challenging. It could have been on again, off again type of relationship. One that came in, brought in this huge cup of emotion, and then boom, out, and it leaves all this damage behind. There was dishonesty here. Perhaps even you might feel that you deceived yourself. With regards to this, and I feel like it was a wish to have this relationship or to have this person, but somehow they have deceived you. Maybe because we are talking third party, so maybe they led you to believe they would leave their partner to be with you, and that just didn't happen. And this was the betrayal you weren't expecting because you had believed them. But they were being dishonest. And you reached for that sort of truth. So I feel that perhaps you walked away. Because we see here in a moment, let's look at this central issue here first. This is how you're feeling. You feel like that person didn't love you. You have this huge disappointment. This is third party energy. You feel left out in the cold. The third man out. Squire of Love in the reverse. So some sort of secret was exposed. You could also be feeling again that this person didn't love you, that their cup was actually empty, that perhaps they took advantage of you. Empty words, empty promises, that they never really intended to work on this relationship. We see the meeting here that took place. 2 of Wisdom in the reverse. So this person, got caught, I feel, in a lie having to do with the third party energy at this meeting, because there was a meeting or a discussion. They may have tried to wiggle their way out of it, but you were not buying into their story. Okay? You feel that everything they told you was a lie. So you were heading up this wheel here, blindfolded. You turned that wheel. You took a risk because of a wish here. You took a risk. You spun the wheel. You were blindfolded, so you didn't know where it was going to land. And that's where it landed. You were pushed out in the cold. You bared your soul to that person, but they were armored, you see. So you can't forget this person. You just can't release it. And that is the type of energy that you're dealing with. You can't forget them. You feel them. There's an apology or some type of reunion, and that is confirmed here in the symbolon. Some type of message that's coming in. It could be an apology, but with the Lady of Love being in the reverse, I feel you don't quite trust it, or that it's an apology that's not uh, honest. There's something, some sort of hidden motive around it. And this is your fear. You see, you're fearing that truth. You fear that it may not be being presented truthfully, and that sword is not really yours to pull, or that you can't see the truth. You're not trusting whatever they're telling you here in this discussion or this meeting, because for some reason you feel that you can't have a victory here. Look at the huge obstacle, and that sword, it's stuck in there. The cloud here around that hand holding that sword is gray. There's confusion still, even after a conversation. That doesn't leave you feeling victorious. But the conversation is coming. The connection is still here because the lovers are in the upright position. But you fear that it will struggle. You fear that it won't work. You see, 7 of Cups, all those cups are empty. And that person has their eyes covered. They're coming from a place of emotional lack. Okay? So, and that makes sense with this. And these cups, they're so afraid to look at what's going to populate them. Their darkest fears or their fondest desires. Okay? So, their desire would be that it would work, but their darkest fear is that it would not work, that it would fall apart again, that there would be still a third party. So, the person here on this card, this is the world of truth, is looking over at the 6 of wisdom. Can this relationship be balanced? Can we heal this? Not knowing which foot to stand on. What direction is this going to go? Is there even a direction? Trying to be strong in the face of this challenge. A decision to be made here, but unable to decide what to do with this news, this offer, this apology, whatever this is for you. This chance, this new opportunity, this new possibility. This person is like, dear Lord, I just want to, defend what I have left. Trying to hold on to what I have left. And so they've built this wall, this boundary, and they're praying to the divine because they're preparing for the battle to come. Page of Pentacles. Here's the news kind of creeping up on them. This is a card of comparison also. It could also be, is this a good idea? It could be that you may feel as though you're being compared, or you yourself are doing the comparing. Here we see a decision. She's not holding the sword. She's going to rely on her intuition, and this is confirmed with the High Priestess here, because she just doesn't know what to do with this news. She just wants to defend the little bit that she's got left. So, do I pick up this devil energy again? Because this is the devil's appearing twice. Do I want to get back into this third party? Do I want to reach for this Ace of Wands? Do I want to pick that up and take that again? Pick up that wand? The hand clearly is reaching for it, but it doesn't have it yet. Or is that only going to bring me heartache? A decision needs to be made here with the card of Judgment. A decision to reawaken something, or to rebirth something, to give someone a second chance. This person that you were in a third-party relationship with. Now I feel strongly that it's almost like it sits in the unknown because of the High Priestess and because of the Wheel. Are you going to take a risk? Because this page doesn't usually take risks. Will you take that risk again? Because it seems like the fate of this story is going to be in your hands. And it's almost like the Wheel is waiting on you to decide. And so I feel that the happily ever after here, it just sits suspended until you decide what you're going to do with this. Do you want to take the risk? Because you don't know where it's going to land. This Wheel, you're blindfolded. That is what I have for you. That is where this story rests for now. Thank you for watching. Many blessings.